Market update time. Let's have a look at silver and gold. Let's get straight into it. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader. Hey traders, I've just recorded the video walking you through my 10K trading plan. In this video, I'm going to share with you all the steps to go from nothing to 10K per month. This is the exact formula, step by step you need to follow. Click on the button above that says 10K trading plan and get access now. Alright, market update time. Let's have a look at the metals. Metals. Let's actually first, let me start by starting off with looking at oil. Now, as you guys know, by looking at oil, let me actually bring up, I'll bring up this line chart here. If you guys have been, following me and watching, you'll be able to know, you'll know that for me, I've been saying that this is a major head and shoulder formation, and I'm expecting to see oil rise up to the 70 mark. That's actually what it looks like it's starting to do now, which is quite cool. As you can see, it's really holding the support here and rallying back up. So I'm expecting to see at least a rally back up to the 60 mark and then probably back up to the 70 mark moving forward. But short-term target is 60 on oil. Moving forward into the other metals, let's have a look at silver and gold. Silver and gold. So let's have a look at it here, guys. So we see that silver actually had a bit of a smash down moving forward into last week. The interesting thing about this, guys, that I'm seeing now, and this is obviously looking at this chart, the interesting thing that I'm seeing here, guys, is this. Let's actually go through this here one by one. Obviously, if I draw a trend line from there to there, you can see how that support level there, this whole level of support, this level of support, it broke back down. You can see a couple of areas of resistance through here, okay? So I wanted to share that with you, and then what happened, we came back and we had another bit of an uptrend, a bit of an up sort of flag formation. It broke down, but you can see that what actually happened is it broke down, and we had these key areas. So we had this level through here, which was this level back here, okay, that level back there, plus also we had this level of support here. So we got this level of support here. Now bear with me for a minute. As you can see, the market ran back up and hit resistance, right? So it hit this area of resistance, and it hit this area of resistance as well too, which was this area of resistance as well, and then it broke back down. So it didn't break. You can see here that it didn't really break past any major key area of support, right? So I had support now making resistance. You had this support area, this whole area of support, now hitting resistance and getting dumped again. Now let's have a look at this here. What do we have here? We had this key area of basically this key area of support. Now what is that? Once again, guys, we have this support area. Now we make this what? Resistance area. Okay, so bear with me for a minute, guys. Alright, bear with me for a minute. So looking at the market right now, what do we have here? We have this key area of basically support where we are right now. This is look on silver. Alright, looking at silver, and you can see that we had this sort of double bottom through here, double bottom support. We broke back down, and now we closed back below it. Okay, so now we've closed back below it, and now we're actually closing back below it right now. So all the way through since basically this is going back since basically July of this year. What have we seen? Let me actually I'll bring up a green here. You've just seen basically support becoming resistance, right? And then you have all these support areas now becoming resistance. This support area now became resistance. This support area, is this going to be a continuation of what we've been seeing on this downward movement, which is a breaking, which is just a resistance? Or we rejected it on, you can see here, it rejected it on Friday, and we rejected that whole area of support. So is this going to be a continuation? Is this going to be a continuation of the downward movement? Or are we going to break back up? If we do start to break back up, back above the 1650, well, you know that something is different now than it has been for the last few months. I'm not saying it's going to, okay, guys, because remember, we've got to be flexible. This thing could just hold and could keep dumping right now. We've been in a big selling movement for quite some time. And looking on the daily chart right now, guys, is this going to continue down or is it going to continue up? That we don't know. But as I'm doing this video to share with you guys, as we start to move forward, you'll know that if we do start to break back up and break back above this 1650, we know that it's different, right? Because this whole, since July, August, September, October, November, December, you know, basically the whole second half of this year, we've continued to make these areas of support, resistance, and so on and so forth. Make sense, guys? So we can actually see that we had these areas of support, now became resistance, support became resistance. That's happening all the way down. Now, does this support become resistance? It did on Friday, as you can see here. And what actually happens this week? Do we actually break back up? If we break back up, then that's different. That is completely different. Now, what would be 100% game changer for me to say we're now ready to get back in the bull market is if we actually break back up and we break back above the 1750, which is this May area support. That tells me we're now likely to come down, held support, and then rally back up out of there. Again, guys, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm being flexible. I'm saying, okay, what's the scenario here? One, we just keep dropping and we keep dropping down. That's scenario number one. Scenario number two is that if we are going to start a bull market, being open, completely open-minded here, if we are going to start a bull market, what is the thing that I'm seeing on the daily chart? What is the thing that I need to see on the daily chart to say, this is what I'm looking at. This is the key area that I'm looking at to say, this is now changing. This is the overall downward trend is now changing based on what this price action is saying to me. Make sense, guys? And that's basically what I'm looking at there by looking on silver. Now, if you have a look at, say, let me go look at the weekly chart. This is the weekly chart here. You guys know that the overall weekly chart for me, again, is continuing to be down and down and down. And for me, guys, you can see that where we are right now, we're at this major area, this whole $16 level, this whole $16 area on this whole, you can see this whole $16 area is indeed, you know, from basically from there to there, from there, and even all the way down there. This whole area through here right now, as you can see, guys, is a major key area of support. So that's where, for me, guys, I'm really watching this really closely, and I really do believe we're going to get a bounce here. Now, yes, I've been saying we're going to get a bounce for the last few weeks, and it hasn't happened yet. But you know, again, because the market has just continued down, and we've got we got a smash down on silver. But you can see we're still at these key areas of some major key areas of support and resistance, and we got a little bounce off here. So we can see that's what's happening right now, guys. And again, guys, we're looking on the weekly chart. What is the thing to me to say we're now changing on the weekly chart? What is it? This area through here. If we start to get a major weekly close above this whole box through here, now that is showing me that the trend is changing. How? Well, look at this here, guys, right? What do we have here? Support, resistance, changing roles. What do you see there? This whole thing has just been completely stair-stepping down, right? It's actually been beautiful. And if I just learn how to read the fucking chart sometimes and not have my own opinion on it, I'll be able to trade it much better sometimes. Being honest with you guys here. So, what do we have here on the weekly chart? Support becomes resistance. Support becomes resistance. Support becomes resistance. So you can see this is what's happening, right? So if we do get, and again, guys, this is the if scenarios because we need to keep an eye on if this happens, that's what this means. If we drop down, we're likely to probably go down to 14 if we actually keep breaking down through here. I don't think that's going to happen somehow. I think we're going to get a turnaround here. But we'll see what happens. Now, looking on the weekly chart, guys, what does that mean? That means here, if we actually hold this $16 level and we break back up and we get a weekly close above this high here, this $17 level, what does that mean? Something is changing. Now I believe we're likely to start doing this and breaking back up. You see that there, guys. And obviously looking on my long-term monthly charts, this is the monthly chart here. My long-term monthly charts, without having all that there, what is this here? My long-term monthly charts, as you can see, are saying a very simple thing. We are now at a major key area on a monthly chart to say this has been a major support level, resistance, 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 became support, became support. We're at a major key area of support right now. So you can see we're having this major key area of support. So we're come back down to that same area of support right now. And that's one of the reasons why I believe we're likely to get a bounce, because we've got this major key areas of support where we are right now. And so, but what's the key here, right guys? So what we're doing here is we're timing the daily, so we're timing the monthly. Then we've got the weekly. And if you look at that, then we got the weekly. So the monthly for me, guys, as you can see, it's made this major higher peak and a major high peak. I expect this to be a higher trophy somewhere, and I believe next year we're likely to start seeing this. That's looking on this monthly chart. So that's a long-term view. Bit more of a shorter-term view. What do we see here? This is the weekly chart, right? So you can see here, this is the weekly chart overall. You can see what's stair-stepping here. What do we need to see? We need to see a weekly close. We need to see a weekly close back above $17 to show that, hey, we may be starting that long-term trend again. And then we go down to the daily chart. As you can see, we go down to this daily chart, and you can see that this daily chart we've actually been, and you can see once again, if I just draw my trend lines, you can see that that whole level was through there. We had this major key areas of support. There was actually, around this whole area through here was a major key areas of support, resistance. The same thing for here as well too. And now we've got this same thing where we are right now as well too. So this is the key area of support and resistance. So you can see it's actually the whole thing stair stepping down. What's going to happen here? Are we going to keep continuing to break down through here and keep going through that movement, or what? We have this big downward trend line coming through here as well too. So that's gonna come into play, and obviously we have this downward channel, and obviously we have this big downward channel going on through here as well too. So lots and lots of things happening through here. So it's this downward channel through here. So as you can see, guys, this is basically what we're looking at here. And you can see, you can see that's what's basically happening through there. Is that trend line something? No. So you can see, essentially, guys, that's what's been happening now with this market overall. So if you squeeze it up, you can see where we're at right now. You can see that we're at this bottom of this bit of a trend line through here. But you can see, guys, what I'm doing now is I'm looking at the daily, look at the weekly, look at the monthly, and I'm timing my in just by looking at the chart. So the monthly chart says we should start to see a rise soon. If the daily starts breaking above here, that's the first sign. Oh, we're looking to start a new uptrend, because now this is I actually believe that, by the way. I believe this is a little this is a last push down before we see this the move going up into the end of the year and so on and so forth. So, but we'll see about that. This thing could just keep going down. So we're just gonna see what happens through there. So if the market does that, if silver does keep going up, guys, you can see that this is going to be the start of the trend, and you can see the long, and then the weekly, as you know, for the weekly, we need to close above $17 on the weekly to show that, hey, things are changing. Let me quickly show you what I'm seeing on gold, and gold is the same thing too, guys. Gold, I believe, we're like something's about to hit gold, as in like we're likely to start getting some. I believe we're likely to start getting some, something's going to hit the market soon, and it's going to send gold like rallying hard. And the reason why I say that is because I'm looking at this chart here, and it's just continued to go down and down and down. But as you can see, guys, the thing is this: if you just sort of look at this overall, basically channel through there, you can see this is going down and down and down and down, but we really haven't got any strong sellers. You know what I mean? Like the sellers are going down, but they're slowly going down. It's not strong sellers. It's not like we're getting this sort of movement through here, bam, 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 right? It's just slowly steps down, and we have this one strong bar here, and we have two strong bars. So out of this whole sort of basically month of downward movement, we've had two strong selling candles or strong bars. That says to me, guys, something's about to hit the market, and this is going to it's going to send this thing just skyrocketing. I believe big buyers are about to hit the market. I don't know when that's going to happen, guys, but by looking at these strong sellers and then looking at these weak buyers, now this has been extended a lot more than I thought. I believe that's going to equal some strong buyers coming into the market, and so looking at that, that's what we see on the daily chart. Now, once again, guys, on the daily chart, what do we have here? We have this major key area around this 1200 level, guys, is that key area. If things are going to change long term, now guys, if you're looking for long term positions on silver and gold, the long term position means we need to start really getting a close, a big close back above, well back above 1200. If we get that, that's starting the overall trend. Now let's go have a look at the weekly chart. This is the overall weekly chart here. And as you can see, this thing has gone down and down and down and down, 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 and it's just really, really, really extended all the way down. What does that mean for gold? So as you can see, that we have this whole area, that's that 1200 level there, right? Again, if we get a nice weekly close back above 1200, that's going to tell me we're now getting ready to start that big bull trend. And you know, and up we go. So this is the weekly chart here. Let me open this up here so you can see this whole area that we are right now. This whole 1200 level has been a key area of support and resistance for this. Yeah, it's basically been a major key area of support and resistance for this weekly chart. And you can see the markets actually continue down, and it's actually getting to a point now where, actually, do we have... no, probably something down through there. It's actually quite interesting, isn't it? It's like... I'd have to say this whole area through here, from there to there, back even through there. So basically this whole area, guys, from there down through to there, this whole area where it is right now, this whole box through here, even knocked down to 1100, is a major key area of support. Now, guys, as you can see, this thing has just been down and down and down and down. That's what I saw on the daily chart, guys. You can see what I saw on the daily chart, right? Now I'm seeing on the weekly chart. I'm seeing on the weekly chart that this thing has been going down and down and down and down and down and down. It's due for a pullback. Whenever do you see gold just go down and down and down? It doesn't happen. And if we do, guess what? I think we're likely to start getting some big buying movement in silver and gold real soon. I honestly believe that. And now let's go have a look at the monthly charts. This is the monthly chart. Bam! This is the monthly chart here. What do we see overall on the monthly chart? Well, there's a few things we see on the monthly chart. Firstly, what do we see? That this monthly chart, and it's really, really, really evident that we are now at that area of this monthly, major monthly. Bam, support, resistance, resistance. Now it's come back down to that same area through there. So now again, where we are right now, guys, major key area of support or resistance. The next thing I want to show you is that we've made this major high peak, major high peak. I'm expecting this to be a major high trough on the monthly chart to see a long-term movement, bam, out of here. Again, this is the monthly chart. This could take a few months to start planning out, right? Not a few weeks or a few days. So this is the monthlies. This is what I see on the monthly chart. Now going down to the weekly chart, I see that we've actually had this major extended movement down. You know, guys, I guess, you know, I believe a move anything above this high here would be quite good. So, but we definitely want to close. We want a weekly close back above the 1200, and that's the key area for me there, guys. And going back down to the daily chart, as you know, in the daily chart, this whole daily chart for me got this strong sellers and is slowly going down sellers. It's continued down and it's been extended. That tells me, guys, something is about to hit the market, and big buying is about to hit the market, hit gold and silver. That's just what I'm seeing in the overall, you know, big buyers about to hit gold and silver in both those. You can see what I'm seeing through there. So anyway, guys, this actually video went a little bit longer than I thought, but I thought I'd do a bit more of a detailed analysis for you. Hope this really helped you out. As you can see, guys, the truth are in the charts, so we've got to flow with it, the peaks and troughs and the patterns and so on and so forth, and we just got to keep flowing and keep flowing and keep flowing with it. You know what I mean? Well, that's what we need to do in order to stay on top of these markets, and just take it one day at a time, 1 week at a time, 1 month at a time. Put the picture together and trade that thing. So anyway, guys, that's it for me. Have a great day. Hey, thanks for watching. If you'd like to get more free education about trading, then click on the box that says free trading course. This is a free trading course. It goes for around 12 hours long. It's about 12 videos long. Covers everything from chart reading, mindset, trading systems, money management, trade management, everything you need to get yourself ahead in the markets. And if you'd like to get my help personally, then click on the box that says get John's help. help, and you'll be able to see how you can get my help personally. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the video. And remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today.